What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to my review of Ty West's new movie, Pearl. This is a prequel to the movie came out earlier this year, I think in March. X. This is about the old lady in that movie when she was younger, how she became who she was. This movie was based in 1918, and yeah, let's just jump right in, man. This is bro, I'm telling you, I got to go watch it early. Well, I guess technically it was Thursday. I went at midnight to go see it as an employee of Alamo Draft House, and I'm telling you, I left the theater at almost 2 a.m. and was in a pretty good mood. I think this movie will be very divisive. I think that casual moviegoers probably won't care much about it. They won't like it a whole lot. Some of them will because they like this style of movie, but I think a lot of people that are expecting X2 are probably going to be disappointed because they weren't paying attention. They don't really know what this is about. This movie's based like what 50 years earlier than that movie, so there's a lot of stuff that's going to be different, especially like 1918 to 1978 or whatever. The technology was a lot different, so all that stuff matters. The introduction of this movie, the first opening scene is just really pretty. I think it needs to be seen in a theater. This movie needs to be seen in a theater. The score was done by Tyler Bates and Tim Williams. I wanted to point that out because I don't know those people. Maybe I should, but I don't. And this score was noticeably excellent. It was awesome. It fit the movie so well that I immediately took notice. I couldn't believe it. Uh, the movie's got a different tone right away. It's very obvious. It's a lot more campy and it's a lot more self-aware. There is a questionable accent that Mia Goth uses for like the first 10 or 15 minutes. It improves pretty quick, but at first I was like, or maybe just been a couple of words. I don't know. See if you notice it and let me know what you think. Otherwise, I think that she is an extraordinary actor. I didn't realize she was this good. Like, she's awesome. She's very, very good. Uh, I wrote down some things. That's why I keep looking down. Uh, 1918, life was much different 100 years ago. The way that you heard about things, newspapers, they're almost a dead art now. Handwritten notes to your wife or your sweetheart or whatever, that's a forgotten thing at this point, I believe. Um, it's relevant because it brings things back that aren't really, I don't know. It was really cool to see. I like that stuff. I'm from the 80s, so I remember writing notes, writing letters. I remember mailing letters. I still mail things out by hand today. If I get a viewer that wants a piece of art or something, I mail it by hand. Like I've sent out something in an envelope the other day to a viewer of the channel. So, I wanted to make a point and bring up the transitions in this movie. They're sweet, dude. They're awesome. I like them, and I'm learning about this stuff because of this channel. So I'm learning about editing and specifically transitions and how you can use them to benefit, what you're doing and how you can use them to make something that might be a mistake not look like one. And I don't know that that's what they were doing. They were just transitioning into another scene, but I take notice of that stuff now, and I really liked the transitions. They felt of another generation. They felt old intentionally. Um, there's a scene where she's in the bathtub. It's in the trailer, and she's in the bathtub taking a bath, but her dad's in his chair. I found it very odd because in the trailer they don't really show this, but he's like sitting there in the. This is not spoiling anything. He's not moving. He's just sitting there. I found it odd that he was like facing her. She was facing him, and she's in a bathtub. It didn't look like it was sudsy, and she's like lifting her legs up. I don't know. It's just very strange. The cinematography, the cinematography in this movie is a treat, man. It is awesome. There are like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 scenes in the movie that I absolutely went to go write down cinematography again because it's so done so well that I was reminded of it multiple times throughout the movie. Her mother in this movie is a hard woman. 1918 German immigrant, uh, buddy. She kind of reminded me of my mom a little bit. We're from Irish descent, but she reminded me of my mom a little bit because of the way she was doing things and telling her like, I'm not doing this because I'm mad at you or because I don't like you. I'm doing this because I love you and I want to prepare you for the world. And I thought that was, I don't know, a lot of people my age are going to resonate with that. I think the projectionist character in this movie is played by David Corenswet. I don't know him, but he was very charming. He stole the scenes, man. He was awesome. Actually, stole the scenes is probably a little much. He was just like clearly good at what he was doing. They got the right guy. He was very slick. The incorporation of a pandemic and masks back in 1918, I can't remember what it was that they were dealing with, but I know it was historically accurate for the most part. But the way that they incorporated it into this movie, I thought was super cheeky. They could have made it like, oh brother, but they didn't. It was real, just sprinkled in, and I don't know. I thought it was funny. I laughed a bunch in this movie. The so okay, I mentioned her dad. In this movie, he's in a wheelchair and he's like incapacitated, right? Like I don't know what you call that. I'm sorry, I'm very tired right now. Anyways, he can't move. He's completely immobile. He's paralyzed. It looks like from the neck down, he can barely move his face. What he was able to do with not being able to move much, the amount of close up camera shots and fear on his face for any number of reasons, kind of amazing. His acting was real. Her mom, the actors in this movie, top notch, man. It was kind of unexpected. Based on the trailer, I thought it was just going to be a silly, campy movie, right? I really did. And it was definitely campy. It was definitely parts of it that were silly. But make no mistake, this is a very serious movie about a serious person. This is probably the best character-driven movie that I've seen. I've got recency bias. I just watched it, but like I can't recall one that focused on one person and taught you about this person and showed you who they were to this degree in a long time. This is like American Psycho level of character. It is amazing. This movie is absolutely fantastic. And then last thing I'll talk about, because I don't want to spoil anything in this movie. There's a monologue in the movie. It's very long. So just be ready for it. It's a third act monologue. It's very long. It's one take. Dude, what Mia Goth is able to do in that scene, and I think that it's long on purpose. I think they want to put you through something. They want you to feel what she's feeling, I think is what they're trying to do. I believe it's probably a little subjective, so you can probably get any number of things out of this scene. But what I got out of it was that you're supposed to feel what she's feeling. This long, drawn out sense of dread and despair and peril, these things that she's feeling her whole life, and you're starting to understand how she really is, dude. Like she's a berserker in this movie, and the movie is not fast paced. It is not action packed, but it's effective. I'm very pleased with this movie. I don't want to keep talking about it because I don't want to run it into the ground. I hope you go see it. I hope you appreciate it and enjoy it. I would give this right now, first viewing, initial thoughts, morning after I watched it, I'm going to go 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. This is really good. Really, really good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it without spoiling anything, so I'm going to stop there. Mia Goth, I hope she shoots to superstardom after this because she deserves it. She put a lot of work into this very clearly. There's a couple of scenes in this movie that are going to just shock you, and it's, dude, this movie's awesome. I can't wait to watch it again. I'll be seeing Barbarian tomorrow instead of this, so I'll have a review up for that finally. Anyways, man, I hope you enjoy the channel. I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, please subscribe to them. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Please don't spoil this movie. If you do that, I will block you. I don't have any, at least give us a week. If you do it the first weekend, I'm going to block you. I don't want that in here. I don't want my people to come over here and have a bad time. So please just, if you have questions or thoughts, throw them in there, man. But let's be respectful of other people and what their, schedule is. So you may not be able to see the day of. Anyways, I'm pumped right now, dude. I can't wait to go talk about this movie with my coworkers tonight. I got to go bartend, so I'm pretty stoked. So yeah, go enjoy this movie this weekend, everybody. Support this movie. Support Ty West, Mia Goth, man. Excellent, excellent movie. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Peace.